MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell is promoting his new app, which is actually two apps, because he wants to double the chances that nobody will use his technology. And Trump continues to push his National Guard narrative at his recent rallies where the best and the brightest are not available.
I pledge allegiance to the United States of America, and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty, justice for all.
Well, that was a completely scrambled and mangled dumpster fire. No matter where you go, the people always wearing and waving the flags know the least about the country they're in. It is pouring MAGA tears. Bargain bin Burt Reynolds' tech demo fails. His dog bed promo goes hilariously sideways. I push back on Diaper Don's claims, roast Don Jr., and check out the latest and stupid from Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, Mitch's Secret House Party, and more. The guy who handles more keys than a janitor tweeted,
"Guys, it's pretty surreal watching, like, the CNNs of the world still pretending that there aren't, like, multiple actual witnesses willing to testify that the fake bombshell hearsay testimony they're all salivating over isn't demonstrably false, and that their, like, dream witness coffee girl perjured herself."
Naturally, I replied, "It's pretty surreal that Mike Pence was scared of the Secret Service and wouldn't get in a vehicle with them, but it all adds up. If you want to try and faux demote someone to a runner, don't say coffee when we all know Trump lives off Adderall, Diet Coke, diapers, and ketchup." It's true.
We literally have hundreds of some kind of weird thing where the dogs, they watch my commercials, they'll come in from another room and sit there. Usually it's during the jingle, they're, you know. but the...
Maybe they want to pee on the TV, Mike. Does Lindell think they have credit cards? Like they're making the decisions in the house? This is bad, but it gets really good.
I figured you'd be a good testimonial for that. Your dog sits there and won't leave its bed. You know, I said on QVC one time.
Sorry, what's that?
Yeah, we have an angle of the dog.
We have an angle of the biggest broadcast place ever?
I can confirm.
You have eyes on the dog.
Copy.
All right, run it. Show it.
Switching now.
The dog is not in the bed. He is across the room. He couldn't be further from the bed. He does not want to be in the MyPillow dog bed. And it's even better with sound because Brandon actually admits that the dog doesn't want to be in the bed because it's too hot.
And Mitch McConnell apparently see, it's so hot, Delta won't even lay in her bed. She's laying on the cool wood floor. I don't blame you, girl.
He acknowledges that the dog does not want to be in the bed and is on the cool wood floor. When you go to the promotions for this bed, one of the big selling factors is that it keeps your dog cool and comfortable. And Brandon is pointing out that the dog is too hot to be in the bed that keeps him cool and comfortable. He would rather be on the floor at the biggest broadcast place ever. Sarah Palin's even slower cousin tweeted, "Never be ashamed to celebrate our nation's independence." Naturally, I replied, "Are you going for Cuban poutine with Sugar Daddy Cruz or hitting the bowling alley for Jason's mini Meat Weasel youth tour? Never be ashamed to celebrate your massive idiocy." Tom Selleck's slow cousin wants to show off his new app, which again is two apps because they have zero idea what they are doing. But what else would you expect from the tech gurus who want you to watch them on Roku?
Here's the new Frank Social app, everybody. You go through this, it's amazing. It's just like your Facebook stream. You've got... we've got tens of thousands of people. We have with the two apps combined, we've got about 4 million people now.
Gotta love the leap from tens of thousands to millions there. Again, this is the person running the numbers for the election he says was stoled. Also, if you want to make claims like tens of thousands and millions, maybe best not to show a feed where each thing has under 50 likes. Not very reflective of the numbers you're telling us.
If you go to Frank Social, go back to the app, please.
It just messed up on him, so he's going to try to get back to it.
Okay. That's just, when we have it, you guys, they click back and forth.
Other platforms, they consolidate everything. Us, we make you go back and forth between apps, and it doesn't work. Pretty high-tech stuff. When it works, it doesn't.
Brandon, why don't we give him a tour of the Frank speech
Okay.
while he's doing that, and we'll bring that up last.
Okay. So here are your.
I want to show everybody. You guys keep sharing.
So our dumpster fire app that I spent millions on is still not working. So let's give them a tour of my website, because that is a well-oiled machine.
If you go down further, Brandon, just keep going down.
Wait, why is it not showing my screen, Logan? No, we just lost connection.
Okay. All right, everybody, but
The guy who sells sacks of cheap chopped up foam thought he could just make a Facebook and the biggest broadcast place ever, and none of it works. And again, this is the person that wants you to believe he knows all the computer cyber secrets from the election.
it's also just like this, everybody. Here's my other theory I have. And you know what? They like calling me a conspiracy theorist. I'm going to throw one out there.
Conspiracy theorist. Oh, fantastic. Alex here, still broadcasting from my Patriot bunker with Marjorie. Again, good dude. I don't like it when people call me a conspiracy theorist. I'm just here with the facts. Like when I talk about 5G and aliens, the blonde meat swamp gets so greasy and parts are so meaty that she is literally margarine taco gristle. That's why she's called that. Margarine taco gristle. And you know what? I think she could be a solid president. I do. As long as what, MTG?
The socks stay on.
The socks stay on. I do not need to see those Sarlacc pit, mortadella meat stump, mash road school, hammered spam can, Freddy Cougar, ketchup burger, dripping down the wall, offensive excuse for feet attached to that dog the bounty hunter look-alike that I regularly service. I go to town on that taco gristle, you know what I'm talking about? But there is a rule, and that rule stays. The socks stay on.
When the left media went berserk over President Trump drinking with two hands or walking slow down an icy step, I mean, this guy's fallen up the stairs to airplane one. Three times. And where Putin is out ice skating and riding horses.
Hey, what's your favorite Harrison Ford movie? Airplane One. All day long. Airplane One. And of course, he has to talk about how big and tough Putin is. I think this is a good time to mention I made these Let's Go Darwin mugs, and they've got my MAGA Tears logo on the other side, and I've added a The Socks Stay On mug by popular demand. If you want to support the show, I have these, some other mugs, and fun stickers, or you can now tip me with this PayPal QR code, the link in the description, or you can smash the super thanks button below. Thanks so much for watching. Back to the show. Diaper Don is still pushing this National Guard lie, and his crowds continue to lap up his unicorn wank because they refuse to watch a second of the hearings and have their tiny minds challenged. The right wing have completely shut it out and are calling it a nothing burger when there are literally burgers hitting the wall. You can't make this up.
And why didn't Nancy Pelosi and the mayor of Washington, D.C., accept my offer on January 3rd, 3 days before, of 10,000 soldiers or National Guard or more to protect the Capitol? You know, they are in charge of security, and they said, she's off bounds, we don't ask her any questions. If they had sent those soldiers, even if they had sent 1,000, not 10,000 or 20,000, January 6th would not be January 6th as we know it. But they won't talk about it. They refuse to mention that, and
A government memo about the events leading up to January 6th, statements from Pelosi's office and the Pentagon, and testimony from the former House Sergeant at Arms show Trump did not request 10,000 troops ahead of the rally. He didn't. Pelosi's office was not consulted or contacted regarding any request for the National Guard ahead of January 6th, according to a spokesperson speaking to USA Today. And he noted the Speaker of the House does not have the power to reject that type of request. So even if Donald Trump said, I want 10,000 National Guard fighting people, there's nothing Nancy could have done. She couldn't turn it down. Also, the January 6th wouldn't be January 6th if he had the thousands. Like, I thought they were just a bunch of tourists. What are you saying, Don? You kind of sound like you're admitting to an insurrection here.
I'm pretty tired after the celebrations this week, but Don Jr.'s arrived with his usual Ziplocs of dancing dust that will certainly perk up the party.
That's not a Ziploc, it's a steak sandwich.
Can I get a bump? Mitch, please. It's early and we are actually slightly limited. Joe Biden has really messed up the supply chain in every area.
He really is a monster.
Guys, I just went off the rails this weekend with my girlfriend, who's not coming tonight, by the way. She's getting some more Botox or lip fillers. I lose track.
Well, this all sounds like the making of a fantastic Republican evening.
Now, I'm not officially tapping out. It's just my legs are sore from marching in Boston. Boston? So I'm just gonna hit the jacuzzi with a few interns who will not mention this ever. This is incredible, Mitch. I saw the clips, but I didn't know you were one of them, Mitch. We wear disguises from the store Eddie Bauer. A bit more complicated than the classic white sheet, but a trip to the mall is nice because you can visit the food court for a variety of dining options.
Did you have a steak sandwich?
Can we agree, like, who is the lube mop tonight? This hasn't been discussed, okay? It hasn't been discussed. Bobert's on the guest list tonight, and I don't want to risk that razor chin near me today. So tape her to the chair good and proper, and we'll see if she can handle 2 wheels better than she can a Jeep. Can I get a bump?
Trump will be back, you lefty loon.
MAGA tears.
Would it make you happy if every product was just made in China, but the Chinese? You like that planet? No jobs for Americans in America is your wet dream? Wake up and smell the coffee.
MAGA tears.
I watched this, but Tommy is not funny.
MAGA tears.
Your video is not informative, and you don't have anything to say about 45.
MAGA tears.
Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by sharing this video or posting it on your social media. It'll cost you nothing and makes a huge difference for me. If you can afford to, please hit the super thanks button or tip me via PayPal, and be sure to check out my mugs and stickers that go great with those MAGA tears. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries. I've supported Jim Jefferies on 5 of his tours. I have 3 albums on Spotify and Apple Music. Be sure to check them out. Life's short. Be cool, be kind, take care.